75% of the rounds you need to actually have a good, a decent nuke T-half here. So it's really big. Dupree, return on Freiburg, and it's back into a 4v4. Look at the time here. This is important. 35 seconds here. Forest going to be falling back. Get right down in Vents. They're trying to see if they can get the right rotation in, like you were talking about now too. Good kill from Get Right, but Sipnik's also going to drop Forest. 25 seconds, and TSM still don't have a bomb plan. Now they're taking a fight here, and NiP are winning the assist, and Get Right getting the kills, and Get Right with a triple, and NiP, strong start for them.
Yeah.
CT side pistol.
They're on the lower side. Him and XS is really locking it down and making it that much harder for TSM to even get a bomb plan, which they did not even get. So that's gonna, let's see what kind of decision we see from TSM. Seems like they're gonna be fully investing in the second round with a couple of smokes and a couple of flashes, Tech 9s, armors. Let's see what kind of an execution they're gonna be running.
Laying down smoke.
That's exactly what NiP were looking for. Just managing to win that pistol round. They had really good, and those vent systems are part of the key rotation on nuke. You can use them wisely if you get the right calls from your teammates and you're in the right place. You can go from A to B in a split second, and that's what makes nuke absolutely unique as a map.
Yeah.
It's the big difference from any other map.
Now we saw TSM throwing smokes to yard, but not even committing to yard at all. Now they're just pump flashing into ramp.
Oh, Alu! Nova shotgun in hand, gets the one kill, second kill coming in, a lot of money on his side. Get Right there to help out. Great teamwork from NiP. Carrigan, would have been funny if he had the bomb, but I don't even think he could have planted it. They're so quick again by those vents. Carrigan, he's going to get overwhelmed. They actually both jumped down at the same time. Really good coordination from NiP.
Yeah, nice Nova play by Alu there. It just goes to show that the Nova is a weapon to be feared.
I mean, especially in nuke, it seems, actually not that often with the Nova, but when we see Fnatic play this map, JW will play hot with a different shotgun than the Max 7, but it's definitely possible to make it work.
Yeah,
no bomb plant for TSM in this round either, though. So this round here, it's gonna be all Glocks.
Yeah, and a lot of money in Alu's bank, so he's hoping for more frags with that Nova to build a bank for the offing.
Freiburg just going to play it safe in main, doesn't want to get anyone wrapping close to him and charging him down. And Get Right also playing very defensively, which...
Yeah, it's a smart move. There's no reason to give him any pre-entries here. Since they're on a full... They know it's going to be a full eco from TSM, so... Don't get yourself overwhelmed by 5 Glocks running into you. Then you lose a weapon and things could escalate really quickly from there on.
And I mean, very often we'll see Get Right playing yard out in the actual garage, so I expect it's going to change later on, but right now it's definitely a smart move. Freiburg exists, Get Right also with a grenade kill, and it's an easy cleanup for NiP. Now, I was mentioned on the panel, I think you mentioned as well now too, this concept of keeping NiP's economy low on the CT side. I mean, TSM, it's one thing, we're kind of expecting them that they're going to be losing a lot of rounds here playing T side, but at least they have to get some good kills, and they can't let NiP just keep, surviving with 3 or 4 or 5 members.
Yeah, that's a fundamental thing on the T side of the nuke. You really need to get into those 2-2s or 3-3 situations where the CTs need to read by. Otherwise, you're gonna be in a lot of trouble when they have all money for all the weaponry and all the equipment they ever want in every single round. You're just going to be running into a brick wall round after round. So definitely they really need to have some really good trade kills here going in and at least get those kills and keep that bank in check from their perspective, which means that NiP wouldn't have that much money. So let's see, first weapon round here, how it's going to dictate the match in the first half.
It's a decent grenade outside. Carrigan losing 35 health. Freiburg already downstairs, pretty far back here, waiting. And TSM,
yeah, they just basically sent one guy outside to lower, and it seems like it's going to be an upper hit eventually, or a ramp hit.
Could be either one. That's another thing. It could be really hard to read what people are doing, just because you can actually switch it around so quickly.
Fake ramp and going upper seems to be the case.
Yeah, throwing a couple of grenades in. They're running back towards the other side. Still got 35 seconds here. They're really running a load. Carrigan, there's a big opening. Take it out. Get Right. Forrest up on catwalk inside. He's trying to see if he can get it done, but he will go down. Cajun and Dupree. Big opening for the Danish team, and here's Freiburg and Alu left.
Nice execution from TSM.
Can they fight this on the NiP side? Could they try and retake it?
Well, they could with some insane shots.
Well, it starts off pretty well with Freiburg getting that kill without too much time having passed on the bomb. But the smoke is up as well. It's going to be really rough. You can tell that they want to NiP. They don't want to give it up just yet. Freiburg with a failed smoke then, or flashbang actually, managed to flash himself a little bit. So that's definitely a mistake being put in there. Device gets the one and a quick double. And TSM get the first round on the board.
Definitely a needed start TSM in the first weapon round right away. To get on the board. Make sure you feel your strategies work. What they did, they smoked yard, they sent Carrigan to go lower, then they faked ramp. Carrigan got a pick on main, I believe, and they flashed themselves into upper with Exist and Forrest holding it, unable to hold it, got the bomb down, and held the afterplant.
Now they have to win this following round NiP. If they lose now, TSM is going to be off to a fantastic start. It means so much. Each of these rounds on the terrorist side is worth quadruple or even more probably on the CT side. So it's really important that they get this done. Same smokes as in the pistol round, out in courtyard. Very, very common style.
Again, they're sending Carrigan to go lower. That's a good distraction to have. That's going to make Freiburg go lower, cause a bit of a rotation. They're not pretty sure what's going to happen yet, and that just gives a bit of a doubt factor in NiP's mind of what's actually going to happen. What is most important here right now is going to be how is the execution going to happen for TSM, and how well drilled are their flashes and their smokes.
Bit of a strange smoke there from Carrigan. I'm wondering if he thought it was going to come further back so he could use it as a crossover into main maybe, or at least pretend that he was. Freiburg is quickly back upstairs. The signs no one's going to be down there. Alu, good use of Molotov, try and buy some time, make them slow down a little bit. You see all the rotations on the NiP. They're really trying to guess where TSM are going to be coming. But they got control of ramp here. Dupree trying to walk in, going to get shot. Alu get the one. Great double kill here. Picks up the bomb carrier, and not going to be the third one, but I think Cajun's time is almost up here. 18 seconds left, and Forrest and Freiburg will finish that round to make it 4-1.
Yep, nice play from Alu there. Falling down to lower side and playing that corner, getting those 2 kills was huge. Basically, just stopped the push by himself to the lower side and slowed it down, and made it impossible for TSM to win. But already we can see the plot that we have from TSM, what they like to do. They switch up a bit from previously how they played against us, for example, on the day one. Now they're just smoking yard and they're sending one guy lower. Maybe it's a specific thing they were trying to do against NiP here. And then they're working after that. They're either going to take over ramp or go upper.
Back to pistols for the TSM team, so the opening they created has been shot really quickly. And if NiP can come out of this round with everyone alive, or, well, 4 people alive, it'll be really good for them. It's what they're looking to do. Forrest not afraid to take the fight, but Alu with a triple kill, going for the quad. And Freiburg steals it at the end. 5-1. TSM, the rounds that they lose here, they're not down. They don't even get that $800 bonus every once in a while.
Yeah, and from the CT's perspective, it's very important not to lose that many weapons when you're playing against an eco. For the same reasons from before. You need to build a bank as a CT. It's bad news for TSM though.
That bank is going pretty decently for 3 members of NiP. I think 2 of them are a little bit below, so it's all right.
Well, let's say if NiP wants this run flawlessly, it's going to be a lot of trouble for TSM.
It seems like the Danish team have made the same calculation of decided, wait a minute, even though we don't have everything we could need or want, we're going to go for it anyway. Carrigan sacrificing himself here and just getting the Tech 9. They're going to make their way past again and get right. Not connecting with the spray, trying to get the right timing.
Now they're going for the lower play we've seen before from TSM. They're actually committing more people down to lower. I think NiP probably spotted that, so Freiburg is probably going to be, yep, he's going to be down here in the vents. Yeah, instead of, I'm not sure if he smoked it before or if he's just playing more passively here in the vents this time around.
He's been playing both vents and over at the stairwell where they are now, or by the window room. He's been playing both positions. Yeah. So maybe NiP also have a little bit of, TSM have a little bit of hard time guessing his shadow where he is, but they probably know he's going to be one or the other place. So they've checked window room. Freiburg revealing himself. Alu gets the 1 kill. Carrigan returns and Freiburg goes down. Carrigan, great opening. Sivnix takes down Forrest. This is a big turnaround here for TSM. Huge round coming up if they can win it. Get right and assist. Try to touch this 2v4, but Sivnix comes up with a double, and it's up to Get Right. And I'm not sure this is really going to work out. They're going to be so glad that NiP they at least had that bank, because I don't think they're going to be ecoing. Even if 2 of their people can't buy, I think they'd probably still buy anyway, just to make sure that TSM don't get to the 3rd round.
Yeah, they will buy. I'm quite sure. Most definitely, if Gerard is able to save this M4 here, which seems like he is. But yeah, I think that came down a lot to Freiburg and him able to get those kills from vents. Usually, a lot of the times you see him bring havoc from that vent and just not able to do it. Getting important kills on Alu and Freiburg, taking over that site.
Now, there seems to be an emphasis now so far on that B bomb side. Do you expect TSM to try and switch it up? If they keep going B, can they catch NiP off guard suddenly going A?
Well, I think we've already seen a bit of faking. Like they sent one guy going lower and then from yard, and then we had some flashes going into ramp, and then an upper push afterwards.
Actually, it will be a rush. A clear indication. Blowing up street, smokes into main, and Device charging into the bomb site looking for the opening. It's going to be Kerrigan once again with the entry frag. Great work here, and Device and Dupree returning. Freiburg he tried his best getting that double kill, but it's not enough. But this is a winnable position for NiP. They got a 2v3 here. They just need a quick kill.
It's hard, but it's doable. It's very hard indeed, but theoretically, it's doable.
Oh, but Forrest actually has the AWP, and he was at main, but he didn't want to go for the smoke, so now he's all the way back over hell or heaven again. I don't think they can get in here. I think this is a mistake from NiP. I think they actually need to save these rifles. I definitely wouldn't go for this one. They're going to try regardless. Dupree's down there. Forrest, big opening here. Device trying to escape. He wants to play for time. That's a really smart move. It's planned for main as well. They thought this through, TSM. Flashbang out once. Forrest is being spotted. He's going to go down 1v2. And Alo's going to drop. Cajun B gets a double kill. And that was actually better now too. I thought they would get trying to cut him.
Yeah, that went a lot better than expected, that's for sure. It came to a situation where that was winnable. But yeah, I really like that TSM call, doing the upper rush at that point, because I'm sure NiP thought, okay, we're going to be bringing out the op. Forrest had the op, and he was ready to go outside and dominate that yard with the AWP. So a nice call from TSM to do the sudden push in the upper, and looked very solid this time. A nice push, a nice rush to upper.
Yeah, and I know a couple of people that are really going to be excited about that upper rush. Ben is one of them, and Selma as well. They're both big fans of the upper A rush, and from time to time it works really well. And the initial indication that that's going to be an upper rush is obviously it's not so subtle. You blow up Squeak Dog, and everybody knows. All right,
yeah, that's happening.
And it happened at a time when NiP didn't have enough money to go for a bunch of Molotovs, which is usually the counter to the upper rush. So actually good timing on Kerrigan as well, saying, wait a minute, they can't afford Molotovs yet. Let's do it before they can.
Yeah, not sure if it was conscious knowledge of that, but still.
Oh, get right. Forrest, good kill there. And Device and Kerrigan both down. Kerrigan's been getting a lot of entry frags, and now they need to rely on someone else.
Most definitely, they're just getting picked apart right now. They slowed their play down, but it's not seemingly working as well as the faster play.
Oh, Forrest does fall. He went for a peek. They got to be careful because Freiburg and Alu only have pistols here. But NiP, how much money have they got? I'm wondering if they can actually... Yeah, they're going to be just devastated if they lose this round. That will equalize the score.
It's either going to be Dupree or Cajun B that is going to make a difference here for TSM to win a round. Seems like Cajun is going to smoke the site, and let's see if that causes a rotation and gives Dupree some kills here in the vents.
Alu's here. He hears the plant. He's running for it. He can't actually find the guy in the smoke. And they're going to work it out the other way. Cajun goes down. It's still doable here. Dupree and Sipnix is a 2v2. Sipnix down in sight. Sprays. Alu keeps spraying. Can't find Exist. Great effort, though, and Dupree's up from behind. This is a huge advantage for the terrorist player, and you can see the panic in Exist here. He's checking as much as he can, as fast as possible. Got no smoke. He fakes it once, and Dupree isn't going to fight. Isn't going to fight just yet. Waits for it. Almost goes down, and Exist knows it's too late. He has to run. TSM will win the round. 5-4.
I really like the way they played it out when Dupree got down to lower, Cajun B got down to ramp. The winning difference there was when Cajun B smoked down the CT to rotate, and Dupree was there in the vents waiting for that one kill in the vents, and that was a huge kill.
Can we fault Forrest here? Say it was a little bit his fault as well for peeking into ramp. He died to KGB when they were in a 5v3.
Well, you can always argue that. Yeah, he could have played it more passively, but we all know Forrest is not really known for that.
No, it's true. It's his style. They have one rifle right now on NiP. If can make this work, it's going to be a big steal away. But TSM seem to be very much aware. I love this play. Exist pretending to smoke it off, but then actually walking through, and they're not biting. Civic sees it coming, but it's such a nice detail.
But he does it so many times, I think everyone in this world knows that by now. He does it that often.
All right. Well, certainly Civnix and his teammates
to
were
play
aware.
against him anyway.
Well, that's good enough. That's where we're at the moment. Still more than a minute left. TSM is playing this one very carefully. They do not want to get snuck up on anywhere by NiP.
Yeah, anti-eco rounds on nuke T side are actually pretty scary sometimes. So you want to take your time if you allow the CTs where they're stacked.
Oh, Allo, maybe jumping the gun. Get right though. Will be taken down to a pre. Freiburg charging up from behind. Did spot up Device, but he couldn't really get a clean shot off. Forrest down to the B-bomb side. Gonna get smoked off. Smokes in window as well. This is very powerful. Geralt flashing his way through, AK in hand, but he can't make it work. He's a little bit alone there. Freiburg goes down. Forrest, not really a lot he can do. This is gonna equalize the score. Natu, this is now a big problem for NiP.
Well, 5 rounds on T side. Nuke. It's like I'm really impressed with the play from T. Right, looking much more poised than they did on day one on the T side of Nuke. Definitely, they struggled a bunch then. So seems like they've newly found their T strats or the way they're executing them.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely been really great. And looking at the scoreboard here, Civic's actually top fragger. Everyone else fairly even, but I would say a bunch of the kills that Kerrigan have are high-impact frags. Because they're the first in the round, really big. Another A-rush coming out here. TSM, they want to crush, they want to destroy NiP in this first half, and they're going to go for it. Dupree goes down to assist with his early good defense. Good guts return on though. Cajun will get the kill, and Freiburg coming through gets one, gets two, gets a third one as well. And there it is, Freiburg to the rescue.
This time, TSM got sandwiched.
That's a really, really important round here for NiP. They did only lose one person, I think.
Yeah.
So round one, also a little bit more money to work with. And
they're definitely looking to win this out. 10-5 is a minimum score you're looking at.
Is that enough?
It's doable. It's doable. But it's going to be hard knowing TSM CT nuke. It's not an easy task to be playing against.
Oh, wallbang position here from Device. Something that's been pre-learned, but I'm not sure you can even do that much damage through there. Yeah, you have to shoot a little bit upper, I think. So wondering if he was just trying to fake it out a bit. Forrest, we're going to take down Kerrigan. Grenade, not going to connect quite actually. I think it did a little bit of damage to Gerai then. But apart from that, still a good opening kill.
Sure. Yeah, it's a good opening for NiP for sure. Device with the return though.
That seems to happen a lot to NiP. You're going to be feeling so good on that CT side. You win, you get the first kill, you know you're a man up. And any mistake they make is going to instantly clear the round. Cajun's going to pick up Allo as well. That's down in ramp room. Even when Kerrigan falls, TSM have more resources left, more players they can count on to do it. Freiburg going to fall as well. Dupree opening up. TSM, they're taking over NiP. They've got so little money. If they lose this round, TSM could bounce way ahead. Device picking up a second kill, and there will be Exist left. He's going to get the one in here, but it's a 1v4 turned into a 1v3, and they've got everything covered. I don't see any way he's going to get out here. Cajun, headshot as well, and that will be the end.
The 2 kills, Cajun's kill on Allo, Pre on Freiburg, down in Secret. Those 2 kills pretty much sealed the deal then on that round.
Now, NiP, tell me, should they buy here? They don't have enough to buy to go full, and you can tell they are buying now. So they've answered the question, but would you have done the same, Natu?
Well, I guess they feel like they are pressured here. 6-6, they don't want to lose more rounds, but this is it's a huge gamble if you think about it. It's a third map. CT side out nuke. If you lose this round, you're going to be 6-7 down. Then you don't have any money. You're going to be a 6-8 down possibly. So it's a big risk, but these guys are known for their risks, and they pay off a lot of times for them.
They're going to have to pay off this time. If they end up losing, and we're not quite there yet, not even close, but there's never been a semi-finals in a major tournament without NiP being there. This would be a shocking result.
Well, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves here.
No, but I'm trying to lay it out. What's on the line here? And NiP, I think they can feel it as well. Forrest down here. Good opening frag, but Carrigan could return. Still some good damage put in by Forrest. And Geralt comes in 5-7. Oh, what a headshot there to take down Carrigan. Spots the bomb as well, so that's working out. Aloe looking for the opening, but Cajun going to be taking him down. Still a 3v3. Still got 35 seconds here. Device should be going down, but Geralt whiffs the shot. And that's obviously a big deal. Freiburg going to instantly return the kill. Very important right now. Cajun and Sipnix are playing together, whereas Freiburg and Exist are really far apart and have a hard time helping each other. So you know, 20 seconds left. This could spin out of control for NiP. Freiburg connecting back up again. Do they read this? Do they see them coming A? That's what they're thinking right now. They might be going up, and they're absolutely right. Cajun goes down. Exist out of bullets as well, but look at the time. 5 seconds, and there it is.
Wow.
What a read. That's a very good read from NiP.
It's a good read, but also I don't really blame TSM for the players of TSM to make that decision of going upper. I think that's the better option of going upper, but it was just well read by NiP. Basically, and yeah, NiP 7-6. They really need to win this out. Otherwise, they're going to be in a ton of trouble.
If we reflect for a moment now to over the fact that actually TSM didn't even win the pistol. They got 6 rounds purely off of rifles and no pistols. That is actually a shocking result. That's a lot of rounds on Terrorist side. If they won the pistol too, it could be 9 rounds and then a lot less, 4 for NiP. Get right with a good opening there. It's back to pistols for TSMs. NiP going to get a little bit of breathing room here.
Yeah, for sure. Nice. Getting 6 weapon rounds it's not an easy task for sure. So they've played it phenomenally compared to before. And just nicely played individually, and the whole team decisions they've done have been spot on so far.
The only rushes they've tried is the squeak door rush, or if you're in through hot as well, into the bomb site. Do you think they should try and go ramp fast?
Going ramp fast is a huge gamble. I think it's high risk, but obviously a high reward as well.
Oh, debris! As we're talking, that's getting these kills in here. Geralt going to go down. Exist and Alu left, and Alu with 1 good, looking for more. Got to be careful he doesn't fall to Cajun Stiegel. In fact, Exist is the one battling it out. Cajun going to steal that M4, and he's all alone. Will go down. So NiP losing a lot more members than they expected this round.
Yeah, was it Dupree getting those kills on P2P? It's a dangerous weapon if you're facing a player that can really shoot with it.
And NiP have only now got into the stage where they feel really comfortable buying smokes and molotovs. 3 of them this time, which means I think if there's going to be a squeak push this time, a rush, it's probably going to get shut down very quickly.
Yeah, I have a hard time seeing them TSM doing a upper rush at this point. They're probably going to do something of a detail strat they've done before. They're going to be smoking yard. Yep, which they are as well. And let's see how they play it out from there on out. Are they just going to send Carrigan out again to lower, or are they going to have multiple people? Seems like they're actually sending more than one.
Get right and Forrest both playing outside. Forrest, yeah, with a good opening kill there, taking on Carrigan just as he was trying to get in once again, get into the secret.
That's important because it's Carrigan's the thing that he's supposed to do down there is just to make a distraction. And now that he's down and away from the picture, that's going to limit TSM strategies.
Yeah, last time it's been, I think, Device or Cajun opening up after Carrigan, guys, and it's Cajun this time again. He's bringing it back once more. Dupree outside's going to get caught by Get Right. Nice movement in there. And Cajun still looking for a little bit more, but not going to get it just yet. It's going to be Cajun with a 2nd kill. He does it over and over again, it seems. Device will go down to Exist here, so still looking pretty good for NiP. It's the last round of the half. And they really need to close it out, make it 9-6, which is not a great score, but it is obviously still doable. Sipnix and Cajun are left, and they've only got 25 seconds. They are controlling the bomb, but Sipnix here, if he dies with it, that should definitely be the end of it. Cajun coming in from lobby. Exist. Oh, he just goes back in the very last second. He's looking for him. He's making a lot of noise as well. Sipnix gets the opening as a 2v2, and now it's all on Sipnix, and he will go down. Get right in Freiburg, gonna finish it off. 9-6 overall. What do you think about that scoreline, Natsu?
Well, obviously it favors TSM at this point, but I wanted to point out great plays from Cajun B, Dupree, for example. Those 2 guys were standout players for me for some incredible plays. Obviously Carrigan as well. Wasn't exactly top fragging, but he had some crucial kills in there as well.
It's just going to make it very interesting. We were worried initially because we do see nukes, and we have seen it during this tournament as well. They turn very one-sided sometimes, and for a third map at a quarterfinals, you don't want that. You want to make sure that it gets a little bit closer. I think we have the foundation for that kind of game here. I mean, obviously, if the pistol round is won from NiP here, they're going to be at something that looks like 12-6, assuming they can clean up the rest of the rounds. At 12-6, how close are NiP to the finish line?
Well, they're not as close as the scoreline really looks like, considering their T-set nuke. But I think that's something they really, really want to have, is the pistol round, and start working from there on out. Because if they do lose the pistol round, TSM is a scary city team, so they may just get their snowball rolling, and it's going to be that much harder for NiP. So I think for NiP's sake, the pistol round, winning that would really make it a lot easier. That would take a lot of pressure off their shoulders on how many weapon rounds they need to win here. Because if they lose the pistol, that means simply they need to win possibly 7 weapon rounds.
Another question that we're going to get answered is, have TSM fixed their CT side nuke? On the Kerrigan's, reign, it's been just a little bit more shaky. It's down to those timings like you were talking about. Do you expect them to try and AWP yard? Because it's something NiP didn't do. They have get right, and sometimes even get right and Forest playing yard. But a lot of teams will, including 3D Max, sometimes put an AWP in yard.
For sure. I'm sure Device is probably going to at least try it out. And, it really depends on how the early rounds go. And if they have the economy, I'm sure they will be sending an AWP on Device's hand. And he's going to be out there somewhere rowing with it on the yard. Because it's also a fear factor thing. When you have a good offer, especially if he hits you shots, that's going to limit your options.
TSM with 3 smokes, so they're prepared to try and burn time off the clock here. NiP, look at the difference. All armor except for get right, so they are so ready to man fight TSM. They want to see if they can just barge in and take a fight close range here. Cajun already dropping a little bit low. Device misses them going down, but I think the call has already been made. TSM know that NiP have breached and are now down towards the B-bomb site.
But instead, they turn around.
Oh, they're going to go back up again. That's all NiP wanted. Interesting.
It's like a matchmaking train going on here.
Yeah, but Device, if he sees this, he's going to walk right out, almost over peeking it. Or actually he did, but he just didn't get punished quite hard enough for it. Cajun down on ramp. He really wants to spot someone out here. And he goes down to Forest. The opening kill of the pistol round, second half here. And Forest makes it work. TSM. They don't have that much equipment left. They've already used it. Dupree, good kill there. Carrigan ready and waiting. Device comes up behind. Great teamwork. Sipnix with the kill. Oh, NiP. This could be awful. Forest caught, and Device going to pick up the last kill. 9-7. And now things turn from bad, much worse for NiP.
Yeah, that was a nice triangle they had. TSM down the lower side. It was just very hard for NiP to get that bomb down in any scenario. They really need to hit their shots. First kill from Forest on ramp was really nice. They really opened it up. But then after that, just a nice hold from TSM on the lower side. And now it's come to a situation where NiP, they either need to win the second round here, where they seem to be forced buying, or they gotta be winning 7 full buys.
How much of that round would have changed if Device actually had, because that whole play kind of made Device think that there was going to be no one there. What did they got 3 people? Okay, so they're going to flash over and then run 3 people out instantly. There's the flash pass on Forest. There it is, and they don't even need to flash. They just gun him down long range with a Tech-9. Device not going to be happy. They're coming for more, and Cage, I think, smartly moving back.
Tech-9 again showing that it's not an inaccurate weapon in long range, for sure.
It can be used almost anywhere, it seems.
Yep.
I like the fact that TSM is playing this so safely. Instead of trying to take early fights, instead of trying to fight especially 1v3, like Cajun maybe could have been tempted to do, he's going to try and play it safe instead.
Well, they know by now that there's an armor Tech-9 crew waiting for them, so you don't want to go and face them carelessly.
Sipnix going to fall as well. That was assist on Carrigan goes down. NiP, they're about to turn it around here. Dupree and Cajun are left 2v5. What a big result here for the Swedish terrorist side. Dupree comes in, but he can't stop it. Exist will get the 1 kill, and Cajun, he has to run away. He won't be allowed to. What a round. Get right. Triple kill, I believe.
Yeah, and the first was insane to CT Red, and that gave him a lot of room on yard, and just showing what the power attack. And here we go. This pretty much resets the situation, gives the advantage to NiP for the next couple of rounds.
I'm actually a little bit sad that he got that kill so quickly, because I want to see what happens if the flashbang works, and if they can actually hunt him down by CT Red, if they're going to be fast enough jumping over, because it looked like that was what NiP had in mind, but he was too effective. We didn't get to see it.
Sometimes you don't need it.
Device would have been a godlike shot if he could have hit it, but not just yet.
I do like the fact that TSM didn't do a frustration buy and try and force it with scouts or anything else, that they're actually going for a save. They would just be digging themselves a grave, I believe, if they had BOD.
It's a response we've seen a lot in the past. I think especially a lot of the French teams will do it, where they instantly force up in reverse, and then it kind of keeps going back and forth like for a while. Dupree goes down. Deagle still in play by Device. Surprised Cajun doesn't have a Deagle. I'm actually wondering if that's a sign that maybe he's going to be, unless they swap, maybe that he's going to be buying an orb later on. Sipnix to take down Exist with a USPS of all weapons. Harrigan inside, P215 hand. Flashes rain in. This is really close range. It's a good gun for it, but there's so many people. He ran into 4 of them, all waiting. Cajun gonna pick up the one. Goes for a little bit more. He's stolen that from us. Second kill coming in. It's a super expensive round for NiP. Playing against pistols like that, you want it to be a little bit more clean.
Definitely, but like I said before, anti-ecos on nuke T side are often scary.
Get right, we'll finish it. Quad kill. Only 2 members of NiP surviving. They don't exactly look really happy, but they got a lead, a 4-round lead.
Yeah, but NiP's decisiveness there, and basically their experience was that could have faltered that round after Exist got picked off on ramp. They made a really decisive move on going upper together with those couple of flashes, and that basically, prevented it from escalating to something horrible.
You have to wonder where NiP would be right now if Get Right didn't have the 23 kills that he does, because he's really far ahead of everyone else in his team, so might be carrying a little bit more than just himself for the moment. Get Right opening up, Speak of the Devil, takes down Dupree, and Freiburg going to win that fight against Carrigan. It is another eco round from TSM, so it's probably going to be a 5-round lead here, and that's when TSM needs to kick it into high gear, or they could lose control of the match. They need to start winning a bunch of consecutive rounds against the Swedes. Cajun with a 1 Deagle shot outside, goes for a little bit more, but not going to connect. So solid round from NiP. Team Ace as well, each single member picking up a kill. And we're at...
Yep, now here comes possibly the most important round of the series. It's going to be either 13-7 or 12-8, and that's especially from a TSM point of view. It's a very, very, very important round here.
The Device will be charged with AWPing. They've got the Molotovs, they've got the smokes, they've got a lot going on here, TSM. Now they need consecutive rounds, and a lot of them. Bringing it all the way back. We've seen comebacks from this position 100 times on nuke from CT side. But they need this round to connect.
Yep, they did put Device on the op right away, but he's forced to pull back a bit. Still holding guard though, from a further angle, from down below heaven. See if he can utilize it.
He's actually going to go up again, so trying to see if he can stay as far back as possible. I think Cajun's over there somewhere as well, so they're really having a double setup outside. Get Right though, look how much information, look how much he's being allowed to see here. Just walking in through main. Still worried someone might be out back. But it seems like NiP have got a lot of map control currently, and they're moving more people outside and to ramp as well, so they're moving at both directions. Forrest going to miss the shot, being tickled a little bit then. And Carrigan is down to half health. 45 seconds still. Sipnix, did he spot Freiburg? Device will pick up Get Right. So that's the top fragger gone right now. Cajun Dupree returning. This is the round that TSM were dreaming of. Just like this.
Let's see if they can get a clean sweep.
And Carrigan also picking up a kill. Alu, the latest addition. Definitely a player you could rely on in a tough situation to keep his cool. But even... It's going to take a little bit more than cool to win a 1v5 against TSM here, and it will be a clean sweep, so you're right now too. No one dying. Big impact on the CT side economy.
Definitely. Now they don't only need to rebuy the nades, buy a couple of kits instead of dropping any weapons, so that's going to be big for their economy. And NiP then again as well, they're running low on money now, and this round here, if they were to lose this, they'd be in money trouble. They'd have to save. So it'll be already a potentially a 12-10 scoreline at that point. But let's see how this works out.
Throwing fire. Laying down smoke.
NiP haven't shown us any sign yet that they are interested in going for any kind of rush. Simply trying to slow play it, to try to be smart about it. 21st round and a 4-round difference is not a lot on nuke, not at all.
Yeah, they're playing a very common style of nuke cheese, where they're just taking it, spamming a bit, throwing those smokes on yard, trying to get map control on yard, or make the opponent think that you have map control on yard. One or the other. It really depends on what kind of a setup you have planned, but it seems like they want to get that yard control.
Yeah, Device has been smoked off from trying to AWP out in towards T-Red, so he's just going to be trying to fall back a little bit. He wanted to see if he can kill someone on silo before he did, but that wasn't going to be an option. Smoke here from Exist, really good, maybe going to allow them to get an edge in over at ramp. And again, NiP, they're running the clock really low, which I think is a little bit scary sometimes here.
Yeah.
Down to 35 seconds. They could end up having a hard time planning, but they have saved that one smoke still. And as long as they have one smoke, B is a very viable option. But planning B without the smoke, we've seen that fail a number of times. There's the smoke actually being used by Freiburg, so now I'm wondering what NiP are going to do. Forrest still outside. Look at the timing here, 20 seconds.
They're up, you go upper.
Yeah, they're ready for a Device. He's looking, he's patient, he misses it, and Forrest will take him out. Cajun with the one, Dupree with the return. Cajun picks up a double kill, and the bomb is dropped as well. It's looking great right now. 8 seconds left, and there it is. Dupree picking up the slack, and TSM making it to 9-12.
No, nice play. Just a nice hold, and even though Device didn't hit that shot under Cat, so the guys holding upper just cleaned the attack right away after it happened. So just a nice hold from TSM, and meaning we have NiP on a save.
What do you make of NiP running the clock that low? I think it's 22 seconds when Forrest met Device over at Hell. Is that intentional, or is it just that TSM was playing so defensively they never really found them?
A bit of both, I'm pretty sure. They were looking for those picks, but they were never able to get enough of them to make an opening. So that forced them to make that late play on upper, which always puts you in a situation where there's not a lot of room for any errors.
Easy pickups from Device. Obviously an eco round from NiP here, but no bomb plant last time. Not going to be a bomb plant this time either, unless TSM make a huge mistake that really shouldn't happen at this level. And Sipnix will pick off. Exists down in the ramp, leaving just Get Right. Has a little bit of body armor, has a flashbang as well, and that investment will land him a kill on Device, so he's going to be annoyed. Looking for more. A little bit of wall banging going through. Grenade looks good. Only does a little bit of damage. Get Right falls back. Could have walked right into that one. Get Right's really being annoying outside, but he can't fall back. Siblings is waiting. You've got him boxed in. It's really just a question of time. And there it is. Dupree going to be picking up 10-12.
Yeah.
Who has the greatest chance to win right here? What do you think, TSM or NiP?
Well, TSM is looking really good at this point. NiP need to start swinging this around right about now. They have a 3 rounds in a row that TSM's won, so NiP they need to switch it up a bit and really need to put some numbers on the board.
Well, let's see. Rushing inside rather quickly here. Grenades out into main, but just to try and catch someone. If Dupree had been a couple of steps further up, could have actually been a really nice double grenade. But it wasn't the case just yet. Forrest up on silo. Has to be careful if he wants to take a fight outside, because he will... we won't be finding AWP just yet. We'll be finding Device, who's been pretty much on point out here. Could it be that they need Get Right to step it up and carry just a little bit more? He is inching in on the 30 kill mark. He's got 25, but Freiburg is going to be going down to Cage and be a good opening here. Device taking a fight with Forrest, not afraid of doing it either. But is it a risk worth taking? They got the kill already. They got the entry frag.
From Freiburg's point of view?
From Device's point of view, yeah. Continuing to fight here.
Yeah. Well, it's a well. I don't think he probably should be falling back towards the CT boxes. It really depends on how they like to do their rotation. To be honest with you.
Well, Dupree definitely wasn't playing aggressively. He was playing very defensively, and somehow he got found by Get Right. But there it is. Tipix and Device going to take down Get Right. Alu's assist falls next, and there it's cleaning up. Cajun will take down Forrest. It's like every round. It's NiP. It's a long, slow grind to get into the right position, and just when they want to spring the trap, they get annihilated by TSM.
Yeah, they're not. The problem right now for NiP is that they're not even getting down to those situations we've been talking about before, where you want to have 3-on-3s and 2-on-2s, and as you can see, this means TSM's already building quite a back here. So this is spelling a lot of trouble for NiP, to be honest with you. They need to really find something here. Easier said than done, put it that way.
Easier said than done. You're absolutely right. Especially when you have pistols now, so especially when you have pistols. They do have a lot of people boosting up over the box outside, which is very interesting. Just trying to boost up on main as well without getting up on silos. So they've got Get Right up there, and they've got Exist up there. And I think Device, did he spot someone? Yeah, he did spot the feet. But the smokes are going to allow them to get down really quick. Dupree, got to be really careful. Yeah, I thought he was going to take that fight. They're coming for him, and there's a lot of them. Flashbang in once, but he's got the backup now. Good rotation coming in right now from TSM. Dupree with the one with the double, and then Exist and Alu will reply. It's a great job here. Carrigan almost getting caught. He turns around, and Get Right will take him. It's back into a 2-on-2. Hugely expensive round for TSM so far. Really scary. This could be the momentum boost NiP need. If they win an eco round, it'll be almost too big.
Definitely. That's the funny thing is they're enabled to get into these situations when they have all the weaponry and equipment, but when they have literally close to none, here we go, 2-on-2.
It's working. 25 seconds, Cajun. Oh, what a spray down! That's a triple kill here. Cajun B.
And we have a 12-12 scoreline.
There's been so much hype, and there's been so much raving on going on in the Danish scene when Cajun B, wanted to play actively again from his source days. There's an effect in Danish Counter-Strike called the Cajun B effect, because every once in a while Cajun B will get so upset at the game and he'll quit for a while. When he comes back, it seems like it's impossible not to pick him up because he is this good, and that is the key difference here. 12-12, and NiP.
They're in a ton of trouble right now.
The score is tied, and they must be feeling the pressure now.
The money situation is, TSM has a huge bank right now.
Look at Dupree outside here by T-Red. He spots the first guy, a little bit of damage in. Dupree with the opening. Force will take him down. It's a good return from NiP. Device out in garage. He can hear them running down, so that's a lot of information already, but actually Cajun is very low. They might not be able to rely on him this time to save them once again. Forrest looking for Sipnix, who's just spotting that, but he's going to go down. Sipnix being essentially wrapped around from both window and the doorway then. Freiberg with opening on Carrigan. Cajun goes down. Looking good for NiP. It took the equalize for the Swedish team to start waking up. Now it's all on Device here. 1v4. He gets a double kill quickly, but he's down to 13 health. And they should be able to play this smartly. NiP, they even have grenades and molotovs here.
Yeah, there's no way Device is going to win this round. Let's put it that way. 12 HP. Or 13 HP. Opponents have 178.
Yeah, there we go. There it is. 13-12. Now, this seems to be a pattern itself. You fight your way back when you're behind. You fight your way back to equalizing the score, and right then it seems like something changes. Is that? I mean, TSM. I don't think they're trying to play differently, but do you think mentally there could be a change there? Just now knowing you're sort of equal.
I don't think it's conscious anyway. Could be unconscious, yeah. But I want to touch the round there. NiP, that trade in yard going to lower, and then Freiberg hitting the rotation kill were pretty much the biggest difference makers in that round. Let's see if NiP just opts to do a similar play here, or if they're going to try to fake a similar play and cause rotation from TSM. And
we're about to find out. Forrest early up on the silo, gonna find Device here. Device could group up with Cajun. They could try and simply take the fight 2 against 1, but looks like they're not entirely sure, because Cajun's sort of running back and forth, and Device now going to go all the way into garage and hide in the smoke. This is very interesting. This is actually something that we've seen Snacks on Virtus Pro do a bunch of times, and it's super effective if you play it right. Now, Snacks is a god at playing this position. Device hasn't been spotted yet. He's walking out in the smoke. He's still in it. This could be the big deciding difference. Oh, and he goes down. Exist finds him. Big opening. Cajun gonna drop as well. NiP in the very last seconds here, or the very last rounds of this match. It feels like they're starting to wake up.
We've been speaking about taking risks. That was a risk, but didn't pay off this time.
Dupree catches Alu with a grenade in hand and gets around the corner. So there is a return, but they need a lot more TSM. They can't give up this round. NiP has to be stopped right here. 3v4. Forest is low on health. Exist will get the kill. Look at the time here. 10 seconds left. Carrigan will pick up one. Still clicking down there. No bomb plant yet. And there it is. They're going to stop it. Can they actually pick it up? The bomb is there. And Carrigan can't drop it. He's in and running and get the kill. Get it going. It's a double kill looking for more. And he goes down to Forest. NiP going to get that round. And look at the reaction on Forest.
What a round. Wow. That was a 20 clip on the silence than 4 that pretty much cost it for Carrigan. Like, he had one more bullet, he would have won the round. It's just that simple.
And that round through here, I didn't think Carrigan was going to try and run through the Molotov into the vents. That seems like a crazy play. And it worked anyway.
That was the right instinctive play from Carrigan, though. That was the right play he did.
And now look at TSM. You said they weren't going for a desperation buy earlier. I wouldn't even say this is a desperation buy, but they need to buy. Otherwise, they're fighting for overtime here. Mag 7 on Carrigan. Device. The AWP in hand.
Let's see if he gets to utilize that AWP at all.
Well, he missed the first kill, or the first shot. It would have been big on Forest here. TSM win the round. They could bounce right back and win it. But if not, I don't know. The word choke has been brought up so many times, and there can't possibly be more pressure on them than there is right now. It's getting very scary.
Well, NiP has been in these situations a lot of times, so I'm pretty sure they're not going to be faltering from it.
And there's a lot of people inside right now in the lobby, so looks like they're pushing towards the ramp. Cages there, Sipnix is there, they're making a lot of noise, they're throwing the grenades as well. It looks like they are going to try and get out. Sipnix will fall, Cages still hiding here, CSAD not going to make it work. Freiburg and Exist, such big openings. And what could they do, TSM? Carrigan, well, he picked up the one kill. They need so much more. Dupree fights and takes down Exist, and he can't find the bomb planter. Wrong angle guess then. Device going to take down Freiburg. It's now a 3v2. Get right and Forest left. Somehow TSM have got the man advantage, but pre-fire coming up on Get Right. Carrigan will fall, and Get Right trying to do the jump and gun then. It will be Dupree left, and there's not much he can do at this point. He goes down. It's match and map point here for NiP.
If there's one duo in Counter-Strike history, and Get Right, you don't ever want to face those two guys in a 2-on, well, even if you're 3 or 4 guys, it's always going to be scary. Here you go. I don't even think those guys probably shared a word. They just played instinctively. That's how much they've been playing together with each other, and that's how good they are as players. And just 15-12. What seemed like a hard task for NiP seems like they're just being able to prevail in the situation.
A miserable first half for the Swedish team, without a doubt. 9-6, not even anywhere near satisfactory for a team of this level. CT side, nuke. T side, they almost lost it. It's down to a 12-12, and now they're starting to really pick it up. 15-12. TSM are not out of this yet. We could still see overtime. But they got to make these pistols work like they never have before. Otherwise, they're going to exit the quarterfinals, and NiP are going to go to the semis and play Team Envy. It isn't done yet. We'll see how this goes. Forest, a big opening on Device. And he's been there time and again to get those entry frags out in yard. It seems like he's got the better of Device out there, and this time it's not even a fair fight. Forest taking up Cajun.
I was gonna actually call him out before on this half. He was really silent earlier on the T side, but now he's really picked up the slack later on and taking NiP over the finish line here.
It seems like it. Still 3 members left for TSM, and they've got everything to prove here. Sipnix take down Exist, and that's not enough.
The right call from NiP to take a ramp.
But look at where Sipnix is. Key position. He's got the armor. He's got the close by in the vent as well. They could be a lot of people here at B very swiftly if they get the right call. Smoke goes off. I think that's for the plant as well. And Sipnix coming around the corner. Going to pick up Alu. Bomb is being planted. It's going to be successful. And Sipnix goes down. Dupree. Swift return. Get right alive still. The Max 7 not going to kill him. Dupree lost that. And there it is. NiP making it to the semis of yet one more major tournament here, this time at ESL One in Katowice.
And we're going to have a double champion, aren't we?
That is inevitable at this point. There's no way around it.
Wow, what a match. And what a NiP match.
What a way to get there as well.
A big up, I just want to say this, big up to TSM for an, like they really showed an amazing match.